Right. Hello, chat. Hello, hello, hello. Let us begin with more of this. The exact same thing. We need some music. Let me turn this down. What music can we play? Let's just play just to already predict what people are gonna ask for. Here you are. Why have I been pinged? Okay. Part of it for us. You know, finishing that drawing. Ah, cool. I'll have to take a look later. Like not in the middle of the stream. Also, did we not get what we needed? We can go for a gale kick, I suppose. How many people am I being hit by? Just the one? Okay, well let's do this. This should be enough. The gale kick didn't win. Okay. Isn't the start always the hard part? Shased would like to disagree with you. Hold on. Let me go through all the ones that didn't have a hard start and instead had a hard finish. Malkuth. Yeah, not finish necessarily, but a hard later stage. Malkuth. Yes, odd, not hard. Netzak was easy throughout. Tifreth. Gebra. Shased. Hokma was sort of the same throughout, and I'm unsure about Pina. You download the unbeatable demo because you're so confused, but you fuck with it heavy. I'm happy to have introduced you to a good game. I am happy. Oh, let me move the camera down. It's always weird. I never know... Because the problem is, when I move my desk, like, see it shakes, and then I'm not sure if it resets to a place later, and it's just... I'm constantly having to adjust it. Okay, let's do that. Right. We did Hawkman? Yeah, we did Hawkman. This is the last one left, and then we get to go on to the ensemble. And that, I think, is when things are going to start getting really fun. But we have to get to the ensemble first, so, yeah. Back to this infinite grind. It won't be infinite for much longer. Hopefully. Maybe. Potentially not. Right. How has everyone's days gone? Whilst we start off the stream. Ensemble is done solo. Yeah, but I want to be able to do it myself. I'm looking forward to being able to find out the grinds, to be honest. Just got here and we were at Calamity OST going? Indeed we have. I figured we may as well crack out the good stuff. To start with. So what do you miss? Nothing. Nothing in the slightest. Like, absolutely, entirely nothing. Yeah. Oh, that is Mirage Storm. Like, yeah, you just got here, you are basically caught up entirely. Thank you for having been a member for that long, Real Zol. Not Real Zol. Why did I say the real? I could have said Zol. Weird to me. I got a Twitch notification. Nobody important. Good, yeah, that's not good, CVT. Why is your day an S so far? If you wouldn't mind sharing with the class. We're not really a class, and You really don't have to share if you don't want to, but, you know, maybe you do want to. Someone bring fake Zeol over, so you specify real Zeol each time. You keep something in the background and do math homework. Happy to help. Nothing happened? She left me. Damn. That's rough to hear. Can I survive 2 hits here? I'm honestly not sure if I can. Unironically. I might have to do... I might have to do this. Because, okay, we take... Hold on. We take 25, and then we take some amount off of 25, assume, like, 20. That means we take 45 damage on a mid-roll, which is enough to stagger us. So we have to do a Gale Kick. And then I think we just chuck a BN at them. Or chuck a Laceration at them. I think we have to do that. Nothing happened, is that a nothing there aggravation? Yeah, no, this is doable. I know for a fact this is doable. Sorry, I missed your message. How's it going? It's going good for me. Yeah, it's going good. Today's been pretty good. The ultimate end to this would be, you know, being able to finally complete this, but we'll see how it goes. That should stagger us, right? Sadly doesn't kill. Okay. Now this turn. Okay. Thank you for the message, Salt. See, because here's the issue. If they had died, I should have used something else. I should have used another Night in the Backstreets. Because another Night in the Backstreets, then they get minus 20 to this. Which then means I'm not even going to try and conceive of what that means, Panda, to be honest.
Panda 12 added $2.71 to the Lunacy Fund. Smash your pass, match your latte chai tea and above them.
Yeah, I'm not even going to pretend to try and understand that. Yeah, Wonderlab, a lot of things in Wonderlab are true to the lore, but are no longer canon. Like, if it's sort of, you gotta take it like you take Peacemaker. If it is referenced in another bit of media, like another movie or something, then it's canon. If it's not referenced, it is no longer canon. That's just kind of how you have to treat it. What the hell is Wonderlab? Okay, Wonderlab was a comic that was, Project Moon contracted somebody to make, and then effectively what happened was so if you know the Velmori incident, Velmori basically, there were a bunch, okay, hold on, I'm gonna have to explain a lot here. So, we need to start with the gender war. Okay, I need to explain things. Oh god, this is a long explanation. So, in South Korea, sexism is pretty bad. And I don't mean that in the sense of, like, sexism is a bad thing, because no shit sexism is a bad thing, but as in, it is so bad that people have gone beyond just, like, campaigning against it. People have now gone to, like, actively doing it the other way around. Now, the reason why this is bad is because you then end up with two polarized groups who both want to find scapegoats from either side. Now, what ended up happening was Velmori had sort of kind of shown support in the past for them. Very, very minorly. Like, and when they were like a 13-year-old. But what happened is, you then had people going, oh, this is clearly evidence that she supports them, and that her art must be representative of this. We should cancel Project Moon. So then you see the whole, if you know the Korean Game Consumers Society, or Evil KGH, that was that, basically. And what it effectively culminated in was all her art got removed, etc, etc, etc. But the real problem was that whilst this was going on, you saw that the artists that were responsible for creating, what's the one? The artists that were responsible for creating Leviathan, and the artists specifically, the one artist that was responsible for creating Leviathan and the one artist that was responsible for creating Wonder Lab, decided now's our chance to get a leg up. Like, no, it started with Molarish. I did miss out the fact that so, okay. The kickoff, the reason why they started trying to find Velmori as a scapegoat, was because the Sea event. What happened was Sinclair was shirtless. Molarish Male was not. This meant, clearly, Project Moon must be misandrous. Strong misandrous, aka Magellan, I think they're called over there? Magellan? Anyway, and then they found, like, there's one, like, where Yisang is holding a vial like this, because how else are you supposed to hold a vial? And then that's, like, apparently a sign of Magellan. Weird incels. But what happened was, the artist responsible for Leviathan and Wonder Lab took their chance to go, well, if you're not, or, because they had to sort of make up to a Western audience, no, we're not. So they were like, okay, well then give us creative control over the stuff we've made. The stuff they made being Project Moon's universe. So they wanted PM to allow them to own the comic they made and own the IP. But why like, genuinely, to explain how brain dead of an idea it is, that would be like somebody getting contracted to make a Disney movie and then trying to own the entirety of Disney. Did Project Moon... They were contractors anyway, so Project Moon just said, take a hike. Basically. But what that means is, now, like, the works, Wonder Lab and Leviathan, are both in a massive void of... Are they canon? Not really. For a start, Wonder Lab was never really comic like, it was kind of accurate, but a lot of the stuff it did was wrong. But they need to basically... What they're doing is now fighting a legal battle over the rights for the content that is theirs because they drew it. They haven't cared with Wonder Lab because they don't actually care with Wonder Lab, but they're fighting to get Leviathan, and I think it's... I don't think Distortion Detective... Was Distortion Detective made by one of them? The point was, they're fighting legal battles to get access to those back. They don't care about Wonder Lab. Which is the reason why calling anything from Wonder Lab... I didn't know Leviathan was part of this. I may be wrong then. It may not be Leviathan. No, I think it is. It's not Distortion Detectives. It's Leviathan and Wonder Lab. Those are the two. Which is the reason why... Because they're two different artists that were contracted to make them. Yeah, so I was wrong. It's not... Distortion Detective is fine. So yeah, it is Leviathan. But yeah, this led to a bunch of stuff. There's a reason why a lot of the people, if you speak to somebody and they think Project Moon has a really bad rep, and is like a bunch of sexists, that's because of this incident. But yeah. Leviathan is canon, which is the issue. Because they want to make it canon, but they don't kind of own the rights. It's a legal issue. Wonder Lab is not canon, because Project Moon took a look at it, went, this isn't worth the effort, it's not canon. You don't own the rights, but it's not canon. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Velmori incident and later carry-on things. It sucks when you try and get people into Project Moon and all they know is the drama. Yeah, it really does. Because it's such good art, and it's such good work, and it's a real shame that Project Moon knows nothing about how a PR team works. Like, seriously, so many of their issues would be solved with a PR team. Distortion Detective got away because it was the same artist I had for Ruina. Yes, okay, I was wrong. It's not Distortion Detective, it is just Leviathan that had it happen. It's either drama or the fact that Limbus is gacha. Yeah, those are the two that people get angry about. Okay, so now we can switch over to blunting stance. And now is the point where we hit them. So first of all, we have a Knight of the Backstreets against you. We then have a Ferrous Guard against you. And then we have a Knight of the Backstreets against you. No. No, we don't. Because that would stagger you, and I can't afford to stagger you. Do I have a Knight of the Backstreets against you? No. No, I have a Knight in the Backstreets against you. And I have another Knight in the Backstreets against you, and I have another Knight in the Backstreets against you, because I want this guy to be alive to be able to stagger me next time. Is this the run? If I could kill them now, it would be the run, but I can't kill both of them guaranteed, so I just kind of have to do this and hope it works out. Okay, now we get staggered. Did I forget to attack them? Whoops. 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 Right. What's this? You never heard of the drama until you're reading the Apple reviews on Limbus. Yeah, I only heard about it because I got into a discussion with someone else, and they brought up, oh, aren't Project Moon really bad? And I was like, huh? Project Moon's great. Like, their reviews, they have great results for hiring because they pay stupidly high because they don't have a PR team. So I had to watch the video by Sunil on it, and I was like, oh wow, this is fucked up. Hot take, Niga needs to either be trained up or replaced because their art isn't at professional level for such a popular game. Okay. I think... Okay. In my opinion, they are not as good of an artist, stylistically, but their art is functional. KGH said something like a selfish self-realization. His argument for not having a PR team, by the way, is... I do what I want with the company. Like, that's the sort of thing he has, which is like, okay, but it's reaching the point now where it is actively harming other people in the fan base because they won't check their stuff. Like, yeah. You like... Okay, one thing about Niga that I really don't understand. Their other art... Hold on, Their other art, I believe, is so much better. If I'm remembering correctly. Like, they've got stuff like... hold on. Let me bring this across. They've got stuff like this, which... Like, the use of light here is amazing. And... stuff like that. Like, the stuff they've got here is so cool. And then you just look at, like, hold on, let me go, Limbus Company, wiki.gg. Then let's go to Canto 3. Because this is a modern bit of art. Gallery. Then we pick this. Compared to, like, hold on, where's the alternate form? I know the alternate form is somewhere around here. Here. Like, the only issue is how they're probably just rush jobs. That's it. I think that's it. I'm fairly certain the problem is how rushed they are. Like, this compared to, like, look at this. Look at, I don't know. Oh, wow, you can zoom in. Interesting. Let me try and find one that doesn't get really close to getting me demonetized. Hold on, I saw one that, like this. Or, hold on, I saw it. This one. If they weren't rushed, I think they would be amazing. But the problem is, they're rushed, which means you go from this to this. Just to put them side by side. Like, pull up Leihang CG. Okay, I'll pull up Leihang CG. That's Canto 8. Part 3. Like, okay, this is pretty good. But compared to, I mean, let's just try and find a bit of art here. Like this. Or other full scene art. Like the detail put into like this. Isn't that Velmori? This isn't Velmori, this is Naga. These people are the same. These people are both people they say. These are the same people. This is the same people's artwork. They both of these have drawn these. This is a cool scene. But like, not seeing all that much difference. That's, I mean, fair enough if you don't, but I do. Let me move this back across. Looks like they spent a lot less time. I think that is the main problem. I think that the rate at which content needs to be put out for Project Moon results in rush jobs, and rush jobs that really don't need to happen. Like, they make enough money. You can spend a little bit more time cooking on things. That's perfectly reasonable. None of us will go like rabid. Rush or the direction as well. I mean, it's probably a mix of both, to be honest, but... Hopefully Canto 9's art looks not as rushed. I'm not sure. I hope it does, but I don't think it will. Because they didn't even do a Walp because they were so rushed by the collab. Which, by the way, I genuinely thought for a second today that the Walp just was already on. Because I heard somebody mention it, and I was like, oh, is that happening already? And I had to go on to check that it wasn't on. That's how, like, little content there really is on it, that I could believe that. Canto's being pushed out by a quarterly base. There's a... I can't remember the specific thing, but I know it is, like, quite frequent. Yeah. I know it is quite frequent. Alright, let's... Yeah. I'm honestly, like, the Walpurgis IDs look cool, but I'm not pulling on them. It's just, I don't see anything I want there, really, so I'm just not going to pull on them. That's my general take on it. I'll shard them next time. Also, like, what, Tremor Bleed? I don't use either of those enough to really get anything out of that. Right. staggered again. Ideally. And hopefully we don't die here. We may take too much damage. Yeah, okay. That was unfortunate. We couldn't kill both of them and get staggered still, so... What do we require today? It's luck? Yes, I need luck. When will I be distorting? I don't think I will. I don't think I want to. What's the furthest you've gotten? Phase 1. They both seem really fun to play with, specifically Ishmael. I mean, I haven't really looked at them, because I... Welcome to the channel. Okay. Finally, there are enough members in chat for me to do this. Chat, spam that, person? I don't know your gender. Spam that person with lunacy. What? I think my voice just went about 10 octaves higher there. Chat, spam that person with lunacy. There we are. Hello, Goldblood. Welcome to the stream. How you just renewed yourself? Well, thank you, and welcome. There we are, the lunacy spam. Truly incredible. Let's go for laceration on them, too. What's the plan for Sin and Judgment phase? Kill them. I've never gotten there. Frankly, I don't even know what Sin phase is. Right, let's switch music to... I need to start pulling music from other games I know, like, I honestly don't know if this is copyright or not, and I hope it's not. I don't think it will be, because it's, like, from the game itself, but let's put this on for a while. This is Raven Steel, Emerald Lakeside. It's action mix, so it won't have the... Oh no, it does have the voice. I should play this game as a challenge on the channel. I love this game. It's great. I've not really played... I should play more of it, but it's great. If anybody else has any music recommendations, then we can put them on too. But I like this song. This song is actually on my playlist. Well, I don't have a playlist, but it's a song I listen to, like, fairly regularly. This doesn't win. We have to use BM here. And I guess we use that there. Because otherwise we get, like, nothing done, and that's problematic for us. Filibuster Obstructor, is that copyrighted, yes or no? Because if it's not copyrighted, then sure. Is Night of Nights? I don't want to play Night of Nights, that's rough. Have an LFG for Rowden. What is a LFG, out of curiosity? You don't think so? I'll play Filibuster Orchestra then. Oh, yeah. We take far too much damage here, I think. Okay, every attack under the sun. Yeah, a little bit too much. Looking for games. Honestly, there are enough people that own Rabbit and Steel in the Discord that you could just, like, put in gaming, hey, I want to play some Rabbit and Steel, anybody want to play? And you will find someone. People love playing games there. I should host another game night, honestly, it's been a while. What is Rabbit and Steel? Rabbit and Steel is a bullet hell game that you use your mouse to control. It's quite fun. Oh. I was about to say, how are we not dead? And then we died. Are you allowing yourself to attribute passives to the other librarians? God, no. One only. But our MMO rate... I honestly haven't played Rabbit and Steel with other people. I probably should try it, but I've only ever played it solo. The only time you check my general chat is when they talk about cows being halal or haram. What? I don't think I, oh, hold on. Screwed my mouse sensitivity. I was not there for that conversation, huh? I've not seen that before. That was something that happened. First I've heard of it. So wow, we got unlucky again. Doesn't love the MMO stuff. My friend likes the bullet hell a lot more. I honestly, what is MMO like about it? Out of curiosity, because I've never played it with other people, so I wouldn't really know. Although I did have people telling me, specifically Piggy and Bacon, I believe, on the server were telling me it's a lot like Final Fantasy's raid system, which I'm sure that has meaning. I just don't know what that game's raid system is like, so I can't really bring it up. Yeah, what is the server about? Well, the server is about... Is it wrong to say it's about me? It's kind of about me. It's about whatever chat feels like, really. Have we got past this first part? Nope. Not yet. Okay, let me look up Filibuster Orchestra. Filibuster... Oh. We've already put this on. Oh, no, we haven't. That was just... Have we put this on? Ah, yes. I've listened to this before, because it's on the playlist that people put together of stuff. Including, like, there's this, and then there was also this. Which, I hope this isn't copyrighted, because, like, Pepper Steak Remix. Hell of a bop. Yes, rest in peace, Filibuster. I just remembered this existed, and I kind of have to play this, because this is great. Are we winning? Not really. Slowly but surely, maybe. I'll go back to Filibuster after. I just had to play this, because I saw it in the various playlist of songs, that some of them are actually copyrighted, so I can't just play the playlist. But it's good, so I had to bring it up. I've had seen mechanics avoiding a lot of people's damage zones. A lot of fun, but it's kind of rough without voice comms. Well, you could probably get, like... I mean, I play a lot of GTFO on the server with a group, so, like, there will be space for that. If you can play GTFO, there's enough space to play a game like that. I'm certain. GTFO needs a lot more comms. No, you don't. It's not my fault you keep asking whilst I'm, like, on the stream. Ask at a different time and I will be able to. How are we managing to, even with rerolls, we managed to roll the perfect to not win the clash? What is this? 7 is the lowest we can roll, by the way. Another time I try and schedule for us to play, you ditch us. It's not my fault my schedule is abysmal. My schedule isn't really a schedule. I forgot to attack him. My schedule isn't really a schedule, because I just, yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough. I wish I had more time, but, yeah. How did GTFO from Spiff doing that challenge thing? Did Spiff do a challenge? I thought Spiff just played the game. That's how well, no, it's not how I learnt about it. I actually learnt about it through, God, what was the guy? A while ago now, a very while ago. The schedule for Saturday, Sunday, and you didn't show up either time. One of them I was streaming for. You didn't set a time. The other one I just couldn't. When I said I could. No, you didn't give a time. He just beat EA. Yeah, he beat EA. Which is still impressive, like, don't get me wrong. That is still an achievement, but still. If it wasn't for the fact that I don't think GTFO has very much, like, public appeal, I would do a GTFO challenge. That'd be cool. But as is, I think there's so many other challenges I could do beforehand. I need to find another... Like, okay, Unbeatable 100% is the next. Unbeatable 100% is the next, because in 5 days' time, Unbeatable releases, at which point we will be doing that. I don't care what content I have to postpone. We will be doing that. But then after that, I mean... Honestly, if anybody has any recommendations, you know... And okay, the thing is, the difficulty is, chat. I would take recommendations to play, like, more different games, but the problem is, I need to find a game that is popular with Project Moon fans. That's the main issue. So let me just move this so that random bit of my hair that's going down doesn't get... Okay, hair with headphones is really annoying to get right. Yeah, that looks... Right. Unbeatable... 2 days! Wow. Can you be black? We're not doing Black Souls on the channel. We are not doing Black Souls on the channel. Also, we don't get Unrelenting here. That's a shame. Play War from Ultrakill. That would fit, yeah. Project Events also not on Roblox does bring difficulties? Yes, yes it does. I just need another fandom that is popular enough with Project Moon that I can get away with playing it and, like, have mass appeal with it, but then I can also pivot out of. That isn't Roblox. Limbus game. That is on Roblox. No. Oh wow, we killed two of them. That is probably the best scenario there, because we got staggered and then we also killed them. Do they kill Bina here? No, they don't. It's like saying, you should become an archive channel. No. No, I'm not going to become an archive channel. Thank you, chat. Like, I understand that I asked for something to play. I didn't mean that. Slay the Slayer. I could play Slay the Slayer, actually. Funny if you played some weird-ass obscure indie game that was made entirely out of spite. That would be fun to do, honestly. That would be fun to do. Yeah, okay, the Project Moon fandom is weird. You can say that. Yep, you can say that again. Can you ready on without having messed horrible story problems with Void messed everything up with console update? No. No, I cannot. Balatro. Balatro would be interesting to play, actually. Balatro would be interesting to play. Okay. Question. This is a question I have, chat. Can I just kill here? Because if I can just kill here, I then stagger. I get myself staggered with... No, I switch over to blunt. Okay, and then from blunting stance, Knight in the Backstreet here just kills. Right? That just is what it does. This there... I think I have to rely that Knight in the Backstreets will just flat out kill there. And I throw a first guard at him. And this is what I have to hope for. Okay. Let's see if this works. One stagger, one kill. Elden Ring Armorless. That would actually be interesting to try, to be honest. Staggered. Killed. Okay. Now we get ourselves staggered. Now it's fine. And now, Halnor wears off. And we have the upper hand. We roll higher. And that's the idea. And now, we kill. That was the strat, chat! Okay, first things first. Unlock. Unlock. Energy charge. Energy charge. Just out of class. Ow. Wait. It's the darkness phase! Oh, whoops.
아니.
Oh no. Okay, well there's the Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Oh boy. I forgot about power now. Oh well. How's it going fighting those birds we hate? You just missed a winning run. The problem was power now. Anyway. Resuming the music. My mic is phasing out. It's probably not meant for me laughing. It has a cutoff if I start getting too loud. I need to... Honestly, I need to fix my mic. It peaks too much. But... Ah, yes, indeed. I forgot that it was the darkness turn. Yeah, my mic... I need to... Hold on. I could probably mess with some settings to... Is the audio screwed? Is it better now? Like, is my... Is it fixed? Hold on, this is important to fix. The limiter is lost, so in theory my laughing should be fine. Mic muted. Oh god. Oh, hold on. Turn it off and on again. There we are. I'd also high Night of Backstreet. We've got 12 fixes, Survivor, and then Blunt. Piercing stance, well, Blunt stance, and then the bonus from Blunt. Music is also cutting out. Okay, it might just be a stream end issue then. Which, you know what, I'm happier with a stream end issue than an issue on my end, because it means that there's nothing I can do about it, so I just gonna have to, you know, deal with it. And then we just chuck 2 Gale picks at them. Okay, let's just not make the same mistake again, chat. Is this what the kids call slurpcore? No. No, this isn't what the kids call slurpcore. Slurpcore would be stuff like, whatchamacallit? Cruelty Squad Swamp level. This, music. Bog business. This is what they call, slopcore? I don't know what you said, actually. Slurpcore. This is slurpcore. It's also a Cruelty Squad. If you don't know what Cruelty Squad is, here you are. This about sums it up. This sums up the experience. This is actual music from within the game. I've not made this up. I've not made this up. This is genuine music that plays in-game. Turn it off. I'll turn it off now. Cruelty... Is any of Cruelty Squad's soundtrack good? Let's go Cruelty Squad, Ultra Matrix music? I think it's the Torture Matrix, is it? No, hold on. What's the final level of the game of Cruelty Squad called? Hold on. Cruelty Squad? Boy, I wonder if a fur with a billion subs made a video on it, yeah. Actually, hold on, there's the Cruelty Squad Night Blood level music. I seem to remember this place having decent music. There we are. Kill it, Coops, kill the sounds. Thank you for the donation, Salt. I've killed it. The music is gone. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that. That's fine.
Kill the sounds.
This is a bad run, by the way. I mean... Yeah, no, we're... Let's see. Sure, the game is basically killing God. Yes. Yes, it is. It's fun. Honestly, are there any challenges? I've not seen a challenge done for Cruelty Squad before. Sweeper language, yeah. What would a challenge be like for Cruelty Squad? Controlled the population. I'll play that one moment. Just gotta wait and see if this actually kills anyone. Okay, one at least. Controlled population. Right. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Only thrown weapon kills. That sounds like hell. I mean, that is kind of the point, I suppose, isn't it? Sounds fun. No, it doesn't. See, I don't think it would do well. Honestly, my honest opinion, I don't think it would do well. But it would be funny to do. Which is something serious you have to consider. Okay, let me just get ourselves staggered. And potentially killed. Thankfully, we attacked that person extra. We did not attack that person extra, which means we may die next turn. Okay, I wish we'd killed them. Because if we'd killed them, then we'd be fine here. Because otherwise, now we're no longer fine, because... Yeah. Actually, they just flat out kill us here. Yeah, okay. It's Ultrakill music, yes! Speaking of Ultrakill music... Let's stop playing the strange music that's probably gonna kill my viewership rates. This is also a very good song. Honestly, what Ultrakill track isn't good, but... I don't actually know what the opening one is for this. I only really know Minus Prime's one. Project Moon Pencil Select Ultrakill doing an Ultrakill challenge run? True, actually, I could try. If I think of something to do. The problem is, Ultrakill challenge runners are already insane. How's the bird treating you? We had one good run, but I forgot Power Null existed, so... Yeah. We're a Bewitch from DVN. I think DVN's music might be copyrighted last time I tried it. Because it's... I have Minos's memorized. It's... free at last. Creature... and it's, now dawns my reckoning. It's something like that. And it's Creature of Steel, my gratitude... No. Yeah, my gratitude for my freedom. No, I've forgotten it now. I used to have it memorized. Because it's Creature of Steel... something something. But the crimes thy kind have committed against humanity are not forgotten. And thy punishment is death! And then it goes. Hold on. Let me actually just play this. Ultrakill wiki. Because it's a cool thing. Here we are. Can I play his music at the same time? Because his music does sync up really well with it. Hold on, chat, one moment. I just need to quickly get order. I need to look up order, and then I need to have both of these. It takes a while to load the music. Hold on. Now, let's go back to the start there.
Free at last. Oh, Gabriel. Now dawns thy reckoning, and thy gore shall glisten
Yeah, I forgot this part.
before the temples of man. Creature of steel, my gratitude upon thee for my freedom. But the crimes thy kind have committed against humanity are not forgotten. And thy punishment is death.
The song is mistimed a bit to the voice line. Hold on, why did chat start talking about Postal Dude before long? I looked back at chat and I saw Postal Guy. It's like, hold on, that's not the right one. Not the right game. Why did you hit Minos Prime? What did you miss? We just took a little bit of a break to play some Peak. I could... Okay. Chat. How badly do you want to see me try Minos Prime? I could go try and find him again right now. I would probably lose horribly, but I could try. Yes? Okay. Fishing rockets. P-rank Minos Prime. I have P-rank Minos Prime. I have P-ranked him. I haven't P-ranked Sisyphus, because holy shit, Sisyphus. How many breadcrumbs I've eaten? Probably a lot of breadcrumbs. I do enjoy a good breadcrumb. Was cool and all, but Order is better. Yeah, I like Order. I like Order more, I reckon. It's a cooler song for me. I'll take the Sisyphus' mid. I think Sisyphus is cool boss design, but he beat my ass for, like, far too long. I beat him before the nerfs came in on him, because apparently there are nerfs on him now. He was rough. He was rough. Fight Minos every time you lose the fight. No. Are we even gonna get... Oh, yeah, now here's the point where we get staggered, because we go... kill you with extreme prejudice and then chuck that against you. Minos fight every swear. Okay, that's an interesting idea, actually. It would be more enjoyable, to be honest. You know what? Okay, let's do that. No. No! The bleed killed the... Okay. Okay, as promised. As promised, let's quickly go kill Minos. Because, you know, I may as well. Where is... Do I have Ultrakill currently downloaded? No. One moment. How long will this take to download? Estimated 8 minutes remaining. Will it keep downloading if I play Ruina? Hold on, it's going down. It's going down. Hold on, let's just move this here. Here we are. Prepare for myself. Right. It's going down. No, that's the wrong game. You're downloading TF2. I don't know why it's there and not updating, but you know. This is fine. We can just wait for this to... It's only going to take, what, 4 minutes? Oh, hold on. I'm going to boot up Ruina, and then I'll make sure it keeps playing. Play, then go back here. Pause. No, continue playing. Right. That'll be running in the background. Go be a TF2 streamer. No. I will not be doing that. It's been a while since I last played Ultrakill. The last time I think I played Ultrakill, I was showing off to a girl I was flirting with. We did end up dating, actually, so the strategy worked, but, you know. Apparently I was that good. Apparently I was just that good. It worked, it worked. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, chat. It worked. I'm should you roll on charisma, yeah. I don't know. Pull through YouTube comments. What in the world? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really explain it to you, chat. It did happen. I mean, we're not dating anymore, but like, yeah. Some wedge drops new. How do you beat Ego Philip? Damage. Lots of damage. Basically, make sure your librarian should have high enough clashing cards to just be able to beat him to death. Like, it'll seem like you have to only attack during the attack phase, but realistically, you can just keep beating him and he'll die. She found someone better at Ultrakill. Yeah, stagger him and then kill him. That's the real strat. Works pretty well. The birds, they're still here. Yeah, I managed to fluke the one and only run that was working. So, yeah. Weird to have the actual realization music playing at this point. Paused. Why are you paused? Keep playing. Just because I'm playing a game doesn't mean I don't want you to keep downloading. Come on. There we go. Was Cyber T-Rank Minos? No, I just played... Because she was playing Ultrakill at the time. Like, we were having a conversation about the fact that she was playing Ultrakill. And I was like, oh yeah, I like Ultrakill. I'm pretty decent. It's been a while since I last played. So I just booted it up and then showed him me beating Minos Prime. And then, yeah, that worked. I mean, along with the fact that I was talking... Like, I did talk to her otherwise. It wasn't just... Like, I didn't just play Ultrakill. Like, there are important parts to the story that I didn't say, but still. Water. There we are. It's funnier, though, if I just say it was only Ultrakill, though. That's the funniest part of the story. Okay, and then that there. Ultrakill still played an important role. Of course, of course. Make sure Steam is still downloading and hasn't gone lazy again. There we are. Common interests are a green flag when they're genuine. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And him grinding Minos Prime just for that specific moment for months. No, I wasn't planning on flirting somebody using Minos Prime. That was not part of my goals. Also, we are just dead here, by the way. Yeah. Use a 3 speed dice. I should just get more speed dice. That, definitely not like I have... I mean, I would have to run speed 2 in that at that point, and, like... I don't think there are any pages with speed 2 on them that don't, like... I don't think there are any pages with speed 2 on them that you get to use all of the things for. There is one page that gives you speed 2. Useful power fusion, precisely. Killed Netsack instantly blazing stroke and you had no light at all. The key is to stagger him beforehand, yeah. Make sure if you can stagger him beforehand, then you've won. Play Chad action against the version turn-based games. No girl is gonna fall for me beating the ensemble or something. I don't know. Maybe if you played Civ 6, you know, that might work. Fusion speed breaks a die. Yes, that is precisely the problem. That's why I was saying there's no speed 2 that lets you get the full amount of dice. Have I gotten... okay, the one time I could have gotten past this part, I fumbled because I forgot that the... whatchamacallit? The point at which power null kicks in was a thing, and I just died. So, we have not made it past this part yet. Stagger, great. Same after the attack where you had like 5 stagger meter. Ah, that's rough. Just keep, honestly, do it again, and it'll work. Also, yeah, Jakuja, that's their 0 overbreathing. That's every time after you use a card that costs 4 or more, gain an additional light 1 speed die becomes unavailable. Don't question why I have that memorized. My time goes to very important things. Let's do that, and then against you. Actually, I probably should have attacked him with the shield, because now we're going to get staggered here. On 500 Navy, so you can show off Hearts of Iron 4 for a girl who I don't have a guarantee. Look, if it can work for dankissable people, I'm sure you can probably get a girl from Boy 4. Also, we get staggered there, which means we are just dead. Probably weren't here to come to say hi. Well, welcome to the stream, funky little thing. So, general opinion on who we're getting for Walt. I wish there was story. I haven't really looked at the IDs, to be honest, because I can't really be bothered with the Walt without story. The only reason I really like Walpurgis is because the story is so good. Like, not the story. The story and the event stage. Story and the event stage. Those are the two things. Those are the real, like, only things I like about Walp. We're not getting either of them. Why should I care about this Walp? You think I play Walp for the gambling? No. I play it because the event is the best the game has, and every other event should aspire to be more like Walpurgis. I'm good at CSGO, you can show you crush up a skill and financial stability. Oh wait, my agent just informed me the lad's not true! Oh, I wish I could pin additional comments on streams. You guys come up with good jokes sometimes that I really wish I could just save, because that's brilliant. Have there been deaths yet? Have people started killing themselves yet? I don't know. I don't think they have yet, but you know, it might be like the stock crash. The Great Depression. The stock crash. You mean the Great Depression, Coops. That is what that is. TLDR, Valve made knife skins gettable through like red case stuff, which is basically junk. Think about if the TF2 market, if you could turn any hat into any other hat, it would utterly crush it. And 3 Chinese traders have actually killed themselves so far, not joking. Okay. Yeah, that does check out, to be honest. That does check out. But yeah, it utterly ruined the economy within hours. Reportedly, I believe Was it 3 billion or 3 million got wiped off the face of the market in, like, a day? I think it was 3 billion. 3 billion market value. Like, actual, real, insane stuff. Like, genuine economic disaster levels. This is good. Skin change is good. Oh, it's good. It's a good thing, but it was catastrophic. Like, it is definitely a good thing. Well, other than the people it killed. But, you know, other than that. Billion. 3 billion? Yeah, okay. Also trading server have to announce about it and link to suicide prevention. Yeah, okay. No, the skin source value. Okay, so to explain what it was, think about... Okay, I'm going to put this in, like, real-world things. Diamonds are really valuable because there's enforced scarcity on them, right? You know? There's only a certain amount of diamonds ever released to the public, which means they have quite high perceived value. The demand for them is very high, but the supply is very low. What Valve did was effectively... Maximum roll thing is on? No. What Valve did was provided a way to turn any junk. Let's say we found a way that we could click our fingers and anybody could turn coal into diamonds. Suddenly, whilst your demand is up here, your supply is here. That clicking and turning coal into diamonds, everybody has a bunch of coal, the supply goes up. Now the thing is, when supply goes up, suddenly this enforced scarcity goes down. There is no actual demand for diamonds that is real and tangible. This demand is solely because there's this perceived scarcity. So now that supply has gone up, demand goes way down, so then suddenly the price goes way down. And that's what's caused the crash. Because when it's like this, when demand is far higher than supply, you get high prices. When supply is far higher than demand, you get really low prices. So what's happened is you've had this flip where supply has gone from down here up to here, so this was demand. You've had supply, which has gone from here up, which means that demand has gone from here down, and that's crashed the price. Artificial scarcity is the only thing making diamonds what they are. They could be such a versatile material, and it's limited by its high market value. Precisely. Diamonds are the most common gem. It's just that one person owns them all, and they don't release them to the public, and there's no law that can make them give them to other people. I wish that was a lie, but no, that is the truth. Diamonds are the most common gem. Why does he need to explain economics while playing card game? I'm just explaining the current CSGO market situation. Okay, that should stagger us. People are mad that the bubble burst, nothing more. No, people are mad that their potential life... Oh, wow, we died. People are mad that their potential life savings have vanished. This is the same... Also, whilst I'm explaining this, I'm not going to do Ultrakill. This is the same sort of thing as any stock crashing. Now, inherently, the thing that stock on is less valuable and has less of an actual real-world thing pinned to it, but people are still killing themselves over it. Like, I think it's, like, grossly... Not calling you gross, but, like, saying, I think it is really callous to say that it's a meaningless thing and people should get over it, because people are killing themselves. That's still a major thing. It doesn't matter how, like, potentially meaningless the thing that they're killing themselves over is, they're still killing themselves. That's still a problem. We shouldn't be celebrating people killing themselves regardless of what the thing they're killing themselves over is. I think NFTs and all digital stuff like that, I think it's stupid. Frankly, I would never invest in it because it's worthless. It has no real meaning. It doesn't... I can't hold it. It's effectively the same as just copying an image. I don't see value in it. But a crash in value that causes people to kill themselves, I'm not going to laugh about, because that is still real people that have died over it. It's still problematic. Now, in the long run, is it going to be better? Yes, but I don't think I think it's far too callous to go, oh, then it's not a problem at all. That's my take on it. Have we done any progress? No, we've not done any progress yet. No. Sadly not. We got close to, but I screwed up. So we did not. It's an extreme solution to a meaningless issue. Yes, yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Is this the mass attack turn? No, it's not. Like, from a business point of view too, it makes sense for Valve to do this. They weren't making any money from it anymore, really, because a lot of it was just off-site trading. And there were bad elements tied to it. But it's a bit like saying, oh, the Prohibition got rid of, like, allowed people to get off alcohol. Yes, but also it gave rise to organized crime. You kind of have to consider the things. Now, is this going to give rise to organized crime? No. But is it causing people to kill themselves? Yes. I mean, some big CSGO streamer crying on Twitch because he's not as rich as he could be. That's... okay. To explain why I think that's a bad mindset to put on it. Imagine it like this. Let's say, as an example, somebody clicks their fingers and half of all life on Earth dies. As a hypothetical. And you see somebody who's rich crying over their family having died. Like, okay, that might be a little bit extreme, but the point is, there are still people who are worse off that are crying about it because their entire life has now been changed. Just because there are some people who are now, like, horribly off who didn't deserve it, doesn't mean that there weren't real people affected. That's my point. It's like, the Great Depression, a lot of stockbrokers killed themselves over. You could laugh and go, aha, the rich people, they got what it is. But also you've got to consider the people that literally starved because they could no longer feed themselves. That's the point. There's still... You still have to consider the life of the people that you're not seeing that has been lost. With any stock crash, there is inevitably people who are bad off who are now worthless. And now have to seriously consider how they, you know, survive off that. Philosophy on the floor of philosophy. It's funny how that works out. That's why I feel it is callous. And it makes me feel not good, for lack of a better word, when people laugh about it. Join the Discord, you'll be streaming yourself fading ego, Philip. I hope it goes well for you. Doesn't matter because rich people are crying is stupid because not all people are that. Precisely. That is, yeah, precisely how I feel about it. Wow, this became really dark. Yes, yes it did. Okay, we should be getting hit enough to be staggered. I hope we're not getting hit enough to die here. Finally managed to beat Queen of Hatred with the full stop cheese. Good job! Seriously, that's really impressive. There are rich people who are poor ones, so don't get the general hate over someone having too much money. It's about what they do with the money, not having it. Yeah. That's true. I think a lot of the time, there's a view which is fair around some rich people. Which is that, yeah, rich people are... There are some rich people who are horrible and don't deserve their money. But equally, there are some people who have actually tried and actually do good with it, which I think should be commended. I think the real people we have to be worried about aren't rich people. I think it's the rich people that are putting legislation in place to stop everyone else from having good lives. I think it's the rich people that are manipulating politicians and the like that are people we should be, you know, concerned about and, like, lobbying against and, honestly, protesting against. I think the problem lies in it's too easy to look at a group and go, oh, they're all bad, without realizing that by saying everyone is bad, you're actually letting the people who are really worse get away. But we're getting into politics, and I don't really want to get into that. So, I don't have my dog with me, and I would really want to kill myself if I shocked her, so I can't call myself a Zan here. So let's get back to not politics. This is philosophy, not politics, after all. Jesus Christ, that took a turn. Okay, right. Little bit of dark humor. Let's carry on. Didn't see it coming. Well played. Right. What would be the difference between philosophy and history? Dumb question. Incredible. What time of the city is it most dangerous? Oh god, that question. That question that I hate. They made Bino woke. Incredible. All the time. Okay, what was the question, by the way? Sorry, I didn't see. The evil delaying arbiter. Oh, what time of it? That's the question. Yeah. It's such a... I hate Archived. It's so bad. It's so bad. Do we deal enough damage with this to kill, by the way? Because I don't want to have to use this. I think we do... Will of the City, Barris Guard, and that should deal enough damage to kill. And then from here... We then go... Night in the Back Streets on... You. And we try and kill with that? No, why am I doing it Ferris Garden, huh? Hold on, no. You. Ferris Garden you staggers. This kills. Ferris Garden you to stagger myself. Okay. Ritok, what's so bad about Archived? Okay. I've got a full list. Inaccurate to the game, bad development team, terrible balance, utter disrespect for new people, terrible tutorial. I can really go on. There's a lot of things that are bad about it. We didn't roll the 80%. We didn't roll the 80%. Okay, let's quickly do Minos Prime like I said I would. Like, okay, I was gonna make a tutorial video for it, but it is genuinely so bad, I don't even want to... I was gonna make a review video on it, but it's so bad I don't even want to make a review on it. I was starting to do a review on it, but I found myself hating it so much whilst I was, like, editing it, that I realized I didn't want to. Anyway, Prime Sanctums. As you can see the difference, by the way. I haven't tried this since the NUS, but... How long have I been attempting this? A very long time. I need to get myself familiar with the controls. I used to be able to jump off here, but the last times I've tried that, I end up jumping into the abyss! So let's not do that. Okay, we're just quickly doing this, chat. It has been a while since I've played. I am so nervous about falling to my death. There we are. Wait, I need to wait until... Ah! Screwed up. Okay, this is really bad gameplay. My aim training is so off, by the way. There we are. There we are. What can you even parry and what can't you parry? Anything. Unless it has clear indication that you can't parry it, you can parry it. That up again. Oh, I killed it. Great. Okay. And now we wait for, this. Is this how the Gevra realization looks like? Yes, it is. Is this on Brutal? No. No, it's not. Hold on. Let me just make sure this stays.
Now dawns thy reckoning. Thy gore shall glisten before the temple.
Hey, could I have one of those back? Cheers.
Creature of steel.
Hey, could I? Cheers.
Gratitude upon thee for my
Needed a break? Yeah, I just wanted to quickly show off that I do know kind of how to play this game.
Have committed against humanity are not.
Technically, if I was playing optimally, I'd want to charge some of these up.
And thy punishment is death.
Oh, I screwed that up. Like I said, really long time since I've played. Oh, I'm on the wrong fist. And I died. Whoops. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Ah, I fucked that up too. 3, 4, I'm... Yeah, no, it has been far too long. Wait, what? Why is he not doing the punch, huh? That's not even a good way to attack him, by the way. Why is he constantly doing that follow-up to it? He really shouldn't be. 2. Huh. Okay, there we are. There we are. I screwed that up again. I screwed it up. Light hang without Durante, yeah. It has been far too long. Okay, this is far too loud, by the way. Hold on. What on earth? Just hold that for me. Somehow managed to parry them there, not gonna question it. The reason he has cartoon graphics is because his processing system is not, well, this is just how he sees the world. Oh wow. Anyway. Ah, screw that up. Anyway. Like I said, it's been a while since I played. That was just standard. I'm washed. I'm washed, chat. I'm washed. Anyway, let's get Ruina back up. First time I've played in a very long time. Can you send Ultrakill for what? No. Right not. We are going back to Bina. You really just came back to find Ultrakill context? I wanted to beat it. I'll beat that. No! If you wash them unwashed, you don't want to be stinky after all. True, actually true. I don't want to be a League of Legends player. Anyway. No offense to any League of Legends player in the chat. You just need to you just need to bathe more. Oh god, I can't make these jokes. I'll lose everyone. All offense to League of Legends players. I'm curious too, because I used to be able to no-hit Sans, and I honestly don't know if I can still do that either, but, you know. I don't think I can no-hit him. I can probably still beat him, but I don't think I can no-hit him anymore. Oh, who? You hit me. Wow, you're about to die now. You don't know what you've just done to yourself. There we are. I tried Undertale mods. I've not tried an Undertale mod yet, no. Hold on. I was about to sneeze there, I don't know why I didn't. Oh, this is annoying. I kind of just have to hope I roll high enough here, frankly. I did not roll high enough. I didn't even attack him here, so we are just dead. I think. Yeah, well, no, we are just dead. That's a terrible run. We didn't even kill anyone. So maybe play the last night? Sure, we'll play the last night. There we are. I think it was worth having to do in a regular playthrough. Honestly, Queen of Hatred. What passive am I using? Manipulator of all. Oh, well, the 12 fixes Survivor Mindhole. It's designed to be really good against the latter stages, but it means that the first one's really not fun for us. Yeah. This is the last night from Limbus Company, in case anybody... Whoa! It's not like you can experience it in-game anymore. I just I just noticed your message in general about trying to beat PvZ. For anybody, by the way, anybody seriously calling me washed at Ultrakill, please keep in mind I have not played for like a year at this point. Like, genuinely, I have not played for a very long time. Like, an absurdly long amount of time at this point. Hold on, this is only 2. Cross Syllabus's last night took like 40 times. Wow. That is insane. Honestly, okay, I really enjoyed the last night fight. I think the last night's fight was, like, one of my favorite in the game, and I do think it is a shame it's gone now, because I feel like more fights should be like it. Are we still stuck on land? Indeed we are. Indeed we are. Sadly. And tough fans really know how to make a game 1,000 times harder and still call it easy. That they do, actually. Undertale fan games are BS in difficulty. That's what's sad is Little Red Riding Hood, because he's bad and he's stupid and can't win any Clash to save his life. You should wait until the realization there. Last night was good, but punishing for winning Clash is not running full of A-team. He doesn't. There's a brilliant there was a brilliant strategy for the last night called Don't Attack Him. It's that simple, really. Just don't attack him. Like, it works like that. You just have half of your team attack at once, half of them not attack. You know, flip-flop between the two. It worked. That's how I beat him. She runs from a team that has clashable guards and clashable counters. Okay, that is a fair point. I will say, the one thing I dislike about it is the utter just hatred it had for anybody who run, like, Tremor. Not Tremor, Rupture. Just the utter hatred it has for Rupture. That was the one thing I found really annoying about it. But... You win rated the last night with Heishwas. Normal or hard difficulty, because I don't think you should be able to do that. Also, we are just dead here. Unless you got absurdly lucky, I refuse to believe you win rated him. I just don't think there's a way you did that. Hard? Okay, you played on normal mode. Okay, I could understand maybe doing it normal mode, actually. That does make sense. Okay, let's go. Also, wow, we didn't get emotion level up. That is sad, actually. Because otherwise there's a chance we would be able to kill her. I guess I just kill this bird. That's what I do here. We just treat this like normal. Dark Flame skips so many things. Okay, that makes sense, actually. You couldn't have just used it! What's the current song? This is... yeah. Limbs come to drop. If they had used anything but that one attack, we would have been fine. I really hated Mares, to be honest. I thought Mares was an annoying boss who, if you didn't get lucky and be able to deal enough damage to kill her in one round, you were just stuck there for hours. I did not like it. You started Limbus like before the last part of Canto 8 dropped and got 2.5 Peems. How? And leveled? How? What level are you at right now? As wasn't really troublesome, just time wasting. I couldn't clash any of her shit. That was the thing that was annoying for me. Hold on, let's attack you. They have like 5 clashable counters. Yeah, that is rough, actually. That is rough. Started really playing Limbs Company after part 3 drop. And you're level 51 right now with most IDs. Huh. Let's see. It hasn't been that long since the Kanto, right, chat? Hold on, how long was Kanto 8? How long ago was Kanto 8? Hold on, no. It can't have been that old. Hold on, I streamed them when they released. How old are they? Hold on, let me check. Videos. No, it was a live stream. It was a live stream. I did, Oh, I did make a video on it, but hold on. The video is probably easy to find. I don't post very much. 5 months ago. Huh. Huh. Is that really enough? Huh. Impossible 500, huh? That's worrying. You should probably play something else. I hate you so much. Just win clashes, please. So for this World Purchase Night, I'm afraid you've joined on a bad one. This is not a good World Purchase Night. This is actually probably the worst in recent memory. They have 150 in the past right now. Yeah, I don't do them. I don't do them. I dislike them. I dislike MD strongly, so I just don't do it. That's my take on it. For the worst World Purchase content-wise, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So very happy, and that's bad mechanically, but I don't care. I mean, you'll get access to some really good IDs, so be happy for that, yeah. You don't play gachas for meta. It's less a case of meta and more a case of enjoying the content, really, in my opinion. These both look quite good. The content itself is just lacking. Yeah, I haven't checked them out. I honestly, people have been asking, oh, how do I find the IDs? I haven't looked at them. Just because, yeah, no. Got to be kidding me. All you had to do was, one of you had to... Yeah. What'd you do after beating everything? Grind MDs, become a PM tuber, or don't play. Alternatively, most of those at once. Wait, is there no ego? Yeah, I just realized there are no egos either. This is just the worst wall. This is just the worst wall purchase. Maybe Limbus just play Ruina and LobCorp? Yeah. I actually heard a really interesting thing when I was talking to Kamui. And I mentioned on the previous stream, but it's the... I've never viewed it like this, but the idea that you should pick up Limbus Company, start collecting things, and then go and play Ruina. And then come back to it once you've beaten Ruina. I've never thought about it like that, but that does actually solve... Well, not solve, but it deals with quite a few of the issues that it has for me. Which was quite interesting. I've never thought about it like that. So it was good to have that, honestly, as an idea. I didn't do egos because of Arknights. God. Arknights wasn't even that good. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Arknights wasn't that good. Arknights wasn't that good. It was... okay. The last night was good. Everything else was mid or below. That's my take on it. Mid or below. The story, shit. Utter garbage. Really bad story. Because they were written as if they just got out of the prologues. Last night, great fight. I wish there were more like them. I actually really liked the last night. Maya's awful. God awful. What is that fight? Why does she distort? She shouldn't distort. Why doesn't she manifest? You could have done the exact same fight, but have her manifest. It makes no sense. Why would she distort there? That's not how distortion works. That's not how distortion works. Come, please, game, please. Please. Get your own mechanics right. That's not how distortion works. You don't go from beginning to manifest to distorting instantly just because Carmen's like, nah, you should. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Like, seriously, please, Project Moon. You've got a great world. Just actually write it properly. Distortion and manifestation is my favorite mechanic in the entirety of the game, so it hurts me physically to see it mischaracterized like that. Oh, Ego, you're wrong. Distortion, yeah. Go-Go Magic, you should just distort now, beams. Like... Yeah. Can you not go from half manifesting to distorting? There's a difference. The difference is, Philip already went through Carmen. He already told her to fuck off, for lack of a better word. What happened was, you then had the clown himself came in and targeted him. Like, actual, like, hit him with his worst over and over and over and showed him them speaking to the point where he then slipped back into distortion. There's a difference between that and the actual targeted stuff and, you know, you should distort because funny. It is basically a mix of, yeah, Oswald and Pluto that did it. Arknights is a very good game with incredible lore, and you shouldn't talk shit just because Libus handled code. I'm not talking shit about Arknights. I've heard that Arknights is good. I just haven't played it. I'm not talking about Arknights. I'm talking about the collab. If I'm saying Arknights, I mean the collab. I mean the collab specifically. The collab was bad. The collab wasn't good. Because the writing was incredibly off. I'm sure Arknights is good. I just haven't played it myself. I don't plan on playing it. I've heard it's quite nice, but not my style of game. If I want to play a tower defense, I'll play, you know, Bloons TD. There are other games I can play to get my tower defense fix. I don't need to play Gacha. From the video you saw in the collab was more in line with the Arknights than Limbus. That would make sense. That would make sense. It feels like, I will say, it feels like the Arknights team played through the prologue of the game and then were told to write about the characters, but they were given all the information up to the most modern Kanto. That's what it feels like. To me, that is what the writing feels like. It feels like they got an external team, gave them the prologue, and then told them to write. Because the characters aren't at all how we know them to be. They feel like they've got prologue levels of development with Kanto 8 levels of knowledge. I don't think it was worth it. Frankly. Oh, stream pause? Stream's still going good? Collab hints more. It hints more, but it doesn't write as if there's more. Doesn't my era distort because there was this portal of the city through which Carmen started again? That's not how that works. We're in the city and people don't just distort like that. That's not how that works. That's... Trust me, as the #1 ego and distortion fan, that's not how that works. That's not how the book works, like, give a Lobcorp solo without starting with all the ego gear and viewers aside the Abnos. That would be interesting, actually, to try. Stream buffered for a few seconds. Okay, well, hopefully it's back now. Yeah, no, that's not how the light works. You don't just manifest because Carmen decided to have a laugh. That's not how that works. You need to have, like, an actual proper thing happen. Ryuji says for real about 75 times in Persona 5 Royale. That's great. Did I not kill any of them? Oh, we're just like dead then. Oh yeah, we're just actually dead then. Oh, okay. Because we do this, we get staggered, and then they don't die, so... I mean, the only hope I have is... I mean, I can kill one of them. That's about it, really. No, we just die here. And then well, no, I have to hope that they stagger me. Which they're definitely not going to do. Club tried explaining Arknights to Limbus players and Limbus to Arknight players at the same time, but ended up just treating them both player bases like they're morons. Yeah, that sounds about right. Bleed, yes, what about it? They were going to die, we couldn't stagger ourselves because Staggering ourselves there would have gotten us hit by them, and then that would have killed us. We were dead there regardless of what I tried to do. There was no way out of that. The bleed would have killed him. What about it? I think Kelly would have had a chat with Carmen had the light been released before she had the whole ordeal with her neighbors. What do you mean by that? Out of curiosity. Yeah, the portal to the city only made it close enough for the city light to see through. That was what allowed her emotions to get heightened enough to then cause her distortion to be, I'm so confident in my plan, I finally got this, I'm finally going to bring, you know, the strength that the city needs to succeed. And then Carmen goes, nah, you're lying. and in a Scottish accent, which that wasn't. Because Carmen's Scottish now. And then Mares was like, I bet. And then distorts. That's it. That is about the depth for her distortion, which is the reason why I hate it, because it makes no sense. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Spending the Cubs high level because incoming Arc Knight players didn't really experience and probably left the game empty-handed? Yeah, probably. Would she be affected by distortion ego or logcorp to happen before Callie was betrayed in her early years? Would she have distorted from her upbringing? No, I don't, no, I don't think so. You're asking a hard question there. No, that's not how distortion works. Distortion is a hard thing that needs heightened emotions and an utter breakdown in your societal worldview. The reason why... That's what a shadow needs to do to cause you to distort. The reason why Callie was able to manifest beforehand was because nothing there managed to guess what would cause her to, like, to utterly challenge her worldviews. That's what a shadow has to do. Carmen is very good at doing that. But it does need... It needs a lot of effort, and just living in the city isn't enough to do it. That's not enough. You need to have more to actually cause that. Oh, I really wish I could have won that. Staggered, lovely. And need dystopia squared. Yeah. Well, not dystopia necessarily, but you need everything to have gone wrong. Like, honestly, right now, you would probably have CSGO players distorting. To tie everything back into how the conversation we had a while ago, you would probably see CSGO players distorting or manifesting right now. I doubt manifesting, but you would see a lot distorting. To sort of explain, yeah, what has to happen. Like, that's the emotional level we're talking about here. It all ties back. It all does tie back. Planned, chat. It was all planned from the very beginning. With her mimicry being a prototype, was it a prototype extraction or did she have to suppress nothing there? I'm fairly certain it was just low, it was really low quality, but she was basically fused with it. This question is more like, what's the threshold for someone to distort / ego? Wasn't Callie's whole life protecting people? No. Well, no. It's complicated. She probably wouldn't distort, no, because it wasn't really... It was just a betrayal. It was just a typical betrayal. She ended up distorting later because she realized that all of the protection she'd been giving people wasn't actually honest to herself, and if she kept fighting, where would she actually be left with? She'd be left with nothing. Would D&D players be distorting because of how fucked up 2025 edition is? She resonated with the weapon so much the product didn't really matter. Yeah, that's what Bina tells us. It's basically she was so in line with nothing there that she could just use it as her own weapon. The reason why higher quality ego is better is because you don't actually need skill with the weapon to be good at it. But Callie distorted. No, not Callie. No, Callie resonated with the weapon to the point where she could just use it as if it was an extension of herself. Because it's not actually her ego. Her ego is the armor. She's just that good with the weapon that she doesn't need it to be high quality. One kill, lovely. And we can get 2 kills there. Okay, so now we switch over to blunting. Ferris Guard against you. Night in the Backstreets against you. That against you. Okay. One kill. Right. 2 kill. We heal a little bit. The question is, does this trigger? Yes. Okay. Now, chat, all I need to do is not fight when it goes dark. That's all I have to do now, chat. Not fight when it goes dark. It isn't... Now, inflict darkness on all characters, including self, this scene. So... what we do is we just take the hit. Yeah. Okay. Then this... Wait. Do we not take the hit? Was that the wrong move? Oh wait, no. This should be fine now, right? That was the wrong move! How do I actually kill that then? What? Huh? I don't understand. I don't understand how we're supposed to do this, huh? Huh? If we... You need to stag yourself again, I think. Really? That doesn't seem right. That's not how the strategy was advertised to me. That's not... Hold on, I have somebody I need to ping. Okay, you know what, at this point, Boomy, yeah, I'm pinging Boomy. You stag yourself 5 times. 5 times?! How do you survive that long? Huh? I actually don't understand how you survive that long, to be honest. Huh? Like, huh? The Hemble Health Wall. We don't have enough space for Health Wall. Huh? Night in the Backstreets is healing. So am I not supposed to kill the birds? Have I been doing it wrong? Am I not supposed to rush down killing the birds? Am I just supposed to... well, keep getting health off of them? I don't actually understand what I'm doing here, to be honest. You save yourself by attacking lamp on the time darkness goes up, but what about our health? What do we get our health back from? I genuinely don't know what we're doing. Thought we were finally going to be done. genuinely don't know what we're doing. You're overthinking it. I don't think I am. You're still enchanted next to you, no bond strength. You have the power to win. Get health from... It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I know that for a fact. I'm not going to give up until I'm done either. I'm going to keep doing this. We've got nowhere else to be. Well, I mean, I do have somewhere else to be, but so I won't be doing this all night. Like, I will probably have to go soon. But... I don't understand how we get our health back. That's the thing. Can you protect the nugget? No. Look at how easily I die. Also, the mass attack kills. Also, wow, we got unlucky. Yeah, there's no way we keep them alive, by the way. I'm not distorting, I'm just confused on what we're actually supposed to do. How long have we been on this? Not the longest, but still pretty long. Well, I appreciate the questions, chat, but I'm waiting now for an answer from the person who put this all together. Because I would appreciate their advice on what I'm actually supposed to be doing here, because their strategy doesn't appear to be working. And I would like to know why. Also, we didn't get the card we need, so we have to do that. What's not act? Can't you just use overcharge? We can't use overcharge against him because we'll kill ourselves. Boomy, I'm still waiting for that guide, by the way. If you're assuming I'm not, I am. Staggered, lovely. We can beat the game right now, we can't get true ending. And the entire goal is true ending. But if you use overcharge, he'll kill us. He rolls 25-25, he'll kill us. We will die. We will die. Also, it's only a block stance. But we will die. That will kill us. We will be murdered by that. There's no answer to that there. Waiting like the song from Invincible. Incredible. Okay, now we... Why do we even play this, then, if the goal isn't to kill them all? Why don't we just keep doing what we've been doing? Why do we try and kill them at all? Like... Why don't I just keep doing what I've been doing? Like, okay, I just attack this guy. Oh, how can I attack? You? Only you, really? Well, yeah, what is even the point of Mirage Storm? I genuinely don't get the point of Mirage Storm at this point, because, like, what is the actual point of it? I kill people? Okay, cool. How does that help? Precisely? Like, I kill just to die later. It's a brilliant deal, I just don't get why I want it. Like... Feeble, I suppose? I don't know why I want it, though. We just keep doing what we've been doing. There we are. Why isn't true ending possible? It's possible up to the point that we can reach Keitha. Keitha has been done in parts, but you need Maximum to do it, so we'll deal with that boulder when we get there. Isn't the point of Mirage Storm to hit him even though the darkness is up or something? I mean, I'm not sure really how that helps us. If the goal is only to wait out staggers, then I can just wait out staggers myself. I don't need to have something special to do that. I just do, like, Bian here. Does Bian roll high enough? I think Bian rolls high enough. And then they stagger me next time. Oh, wait, they do. Yeah, there we are. We didn't make it past phase 1 though. That's the thing. Okay, and now they, in theory, deal enough damage here to, like... Okay, well, now I get, in theory, staggered. You are all bastards. I hope all of you know that. None of you targeted me. None of you. Okay. I'm currently waiting for Mr. Boomy to explain what the fuck his strategy is, because it really doesn't make sense to me. I would like to know, and I would like to know rather quickly, actually, because I'm this close to just looking up a different guide. Because I genuinely don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it in the slightest. And the fact that he's not forthcoming with an explanation is rather fun. Is past this phase easy? Past this phase is easy. Yes, it's a matter of reaching there. The thing I don't get is, what is the strategy? What is it supposed to do? How is it supposed to do it? Could anybody please explain? You can hear the will having left my voice. The will hasn't left my voice. It's just... I'm thick and fucking tired. You're gonna do your exams end tomorrow? Well, I hope that goes well for you. Okay, well, did we ever get past the big bird phase? No, and apparently the strategy I've been following doesn't work. At least not the way I thought it did, because the person who gave it to me didn't explain it properly. And didn't explain that it doesn't work. Or at least, you have to use it for far longer than he told me that you have to. Right, what music can we put on? What music is fitting for this? Actually, here we are, this is fitting. I'm gonna put on waiting? No. Although I am waiting for the strategy to work. Also, wow, we managed to low roll there. Lovely. Waiting for Mr. Boomy to answer. True, I am. But, I hate you all so much. I hate you all so much. Because God forbid I get to control myself. And I can't even attack him, so I can't even save myself. Wow, lovely. Ah. You did say fitting. That I did. That I did. That I did. That I did. Why is calm? I'm not distorting, I'm annoyed. Just convict stream, you've got past big battle? No. I'm not annoyed at myself, I'm annoyed at Mr. Boomy. Specifically, actually. I'm annoyed at him. I understand he's trying to help, but his help doesn't work. And I was really relying on it working. Because this was advertised as a bit of a silver bullet chat, and it's not really a silver bullet so much as it is not fucking working. It's like when a kid finds out Santa doesn't exist. It's like that, but the kid was relying on Santa to save him from being tortured. It's a little bit different. A little bit different. Mr. Boom has a calm psyop. Yeah. I can't believe we'd do that. I can't believe we'd be on Carmen's side. Also, we are just dead here. I don't even need to attack that, frankly. I can just attack here and they will probably get me anyway. Am I being attacked by that much, actually? No, not really. I'll attack this. What I missed so far? Nothing. Couldn't be with the Yang Guide. The Yang Guide was great, actually. Thank you for that, Sans Gaming. That was great. It was great, especially because it actually worked. Which was quite fun, and my favourite part of the guide was the part where it did as it advertised it did. Are we just dead here? Maybe. Oh, they're dead, okay. Okay. I think R5 did it, so they should have a video on it. Okay, I don't know who that is, but if you want to post a link to that in media, then I will look at that. Because this isn't working. So why shouldn't I try something new? What the fuck are you even talking about anymore, Bridget, man? Hold on. Am I mad? Can I not count? Can I not count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I just... Huh? Huh? You are supposed to be staggered. No, I'm not. I'm not staggered, by the way, which you can see by the fact that this... Look, I'll pass the turn. Look at the damage I take. It's normal. I'm not staggered. You killed the bird that stared at you. Oh. Maybe. That is... I'm... Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this video. The R5 video. Let's see what he does. Here we are. Deck. Yes, please give me your deck. So, first things first. He has these. I will grab a few of them, but I don't have many, so, you know, I'm not going to go get them. I'll just grab that, even though it's kind of useless, and I'll turn both of these off because I don't like them. Okay. Now, her purple tier has Speed 3, Manipulated Rods, Changing Stances, 12 Fixes, Survivor, and potentially Mind Hauler. One moment. Wait, what? Survive Mind Hauler, okay. Her build for Pierce is... Or his, I don't know. I'm just calling because it's purple tier. Build for Pierce. This. Will of the City over BN, okay. Will of the City. Their blunt is very different. This, then 3 energy. One of these. An overcharge. And a Mirage Storm. Wait, no. Mirage Storm. And their guard is 1 unlock, 3 energy conversion, 3 overcharge, 3 serpentine barrier. Okay. And the Beaner, and they're just showing off that the rest of the stuff is unpassived. So you go into piercing stance, you then do... Hold on, let's move this over here. They just deal with things, and then they want to get staggered here, presume? Well, stagger the turn after. Staggered here, yeah. Okay, then they do Mirage. To kill. The Mirage, which is on their Blunt? Is it? No, still Pierce. Then they switch over to Blunt. And then with Blunt, they deal with that. The Overcharge staggers them. Or will stagger them next turn. They heal from these. Okay. The Energy Shield gets them staggered here. The energy conversion is presumably get light back. Okay, now they win the clash here. Okay. Energy shield. Okay. You have enough had questions? We're just switching over to this build, don't worry. Staggered again. And then they just do it again. And then that staggers. Okay. Okay, honestly, Boomy, do you think this is better or worse than yours? That R5, which has these things instead. Honestly, it looks exactly like yours, but slightly changed. Like, it genuinely, just everything looks like it is the exact same. You adapted your build from it. Do you think it works better or worse? I do think Bian here is actually a smarter choice than what they have. But the Overcharge here, do you think that's a bad choice? Over... I can't remember what you had at this point. Because you had, rather than Energy Shield, you had, I can't remember what you had here, to be honest. Yours was a 1 cost from the thumb. Ferrous Guard. Which is actually just a better form of Energy Shield, so... Okay. And then what did you have rather than the Overcharge? Oh yeah, and then... You didn't even give me the last 3 cards of the Blunt deck, did you not? Shouldn't Overcharge be on guard? You can't use Overcharge on guard. That's not how that works. And then the guard is the exact same. So is it just getting lucky? Is this it? Wow. We just... It's not even a case of... I don't think Maximum would help here, because it's not really a case of... You know, dealing damage at this point. It's just get lucky. That is it. That is all. Right, well, let me put the news back on. Right. Okay. Maximum household damage taken. True. That it does. Hey, this is my 58 stagger or less. How am I feeling? Annoyed. I thought I'd be done sooner. I really thought that would be the end. I thought we would have done it. I was wrong, and really that's nobody's fault but my own, but, you know, that's all. It's just a matter of getting lucky now, as it always is. So let's solo fight that's reasonable good without min-max. If you get through this, you're good. Okay. Well, that's good at least. No, we're already getting staggered here. We don't need to do that. We do just get staggered next turn. That's just something that happens to us. May as well just match that with that. Oh. We definitely get staggered next time. Imagine how much easier this challenge would have been pre-count enough. So much easier. Absurdly easy. Also, wow, we didn't win a single one of those. Venus is definitely one of the hardest realizations even without souls, so don't beat yourself too much over it. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. We get staggered here, right? Okay, now's the time when we can test if the bird who stared at me dying actually screws with things. Let's see. Wow, that is such an oddly niche and awful bug. I don't think... No, it's not a bug though, it's working perfectly as intended, it's just stupid. It is just stupid, that's really, there's nothing else to say about it. It's not a bug, it's working perfectly as intended, it's just stupid. An oversight, yeah, an oversight. It probably isn't planning for people to be doing what I'm doing. Librarian coding at its finest, truly. I'm going slightly mad. Slightly mad? I'm mad. I am mad. I am mad. What shall we talk about, chat? What shall we talk about? Really? Everyone? No, don't all crowd me at once. I'm just going to kill you. I hope you're alright with that. You still love code? You're never touching any code ever again. How's Library Ruina, an unfinished game, is still better than Limbus? Better design. Like the core of it is better. Are you gonna watch the upcoming JJK? I haven't even watched JJK, to be honest. This is Stained Brutal Calamity from Beyond Doctor, by the way. Light and emotion are infinitely better mechanics than sanity, yes. Definitely so. And being able to actually do multiple things at once is a brilliant thing for making the game more fun. We're dead. It's made to be an easy live service game, yeah, that's true. That is true. Everyone. Yep, great, thank you. Just what I wanted. Fuck that bird in particular. Guys, chocolate is made to be a simple and sweet treat. That means it's horrible and it sucks. Are you calling Sanity simple and sweet? Or are you calling Limbus simple and sweet? Because, for a start, Limbus isn't sweet, and also that's a massive disillusion. That's a massive, like, counter. Huh? Are we saying that everything... What? Like, what? That's a very hasty overgeneralization. Hey, look, it's time for physics. Not physics, philosophy. Saying that because Limbus is simple and designed to be beaten easily is bad, therefore everything that's easy and simple to beat is bad. No. That's such a hasty generalization. It's incredibly wrong, the argument you've just made. That's like saying, well, you see, the tissue box. The tissue box is made from tissue. The tissue box is mostly made from tissue. Or, no, sorry, more accurately. Let's say this. Your fingernail is made from, not chitin. What's the cartilage? Your fingernails are made from cartilage. Therefore, you must be made from cartilage. Keratin. Keratin, thank you. Your fingernails are made from keratin, therefore you must be made of keratin. No? Huh? No? What? Huh? Huh? Your eyeball is made from flesh and is used to capture images. A computer captures images, therefore a computer must be made of flesh. No? What? What are you talking about? No. Limbus is simple, and I wouldn't call it sweet, but it's enjoyable for some. Therefore, this other thing that's simple and enjoyable to eat must be bad? No? Huh? What? No? You're missing a lot of the criticisms of the Limbus Company over a few arbitrary characteristics you've picked that you can line up with something else. Can we put on the Bina story music again if we're doing philosophy? I'm stopping now because I need to actually pay attention, but power scalar logic. Yeah, precisely. That is the kind of logic that gets you to power scaling. It just doesn't make sense. And it's part of your body's human, some part of it. No, but that's like trying to say your entire body is made from keratin. That's like what that's trying to say. You are not made fully from keratin. If you are, I'm nervous for you. What do you mean you're fully made of keratin? Benafloor really has a bad influence on people. Yeah, 100% of the problematic talks we've had have been on Bina's floor. I'm beginning to spot a pattern there. How's Bina harder solo than John Friendship? Because this has an insta-kill move. It has an insta-kill move at the start rather than at the end. As a plan, it didn't make sense because somebody said it was bad because it was simple on that alone. Okay, that's more reasonable, actually. Okay, I must apologize to you. That argument makes a lot more sense. The problem isn't that Limbus is simple and sweet, and that's the reason why it's bad. The problem is everything else that comes with it. Yes, I'm sorry. That was a... I was jumping to what your argument was, and I'm strawmanning you by accident. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's hit them with that. I like Limbus because it's less convoluted and complicated than the Library of Ruina. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair. I'm not get strawman bozo. Funnily enough, telling somebody to get strawman bozo is also at the same time ad hominem. Ad hominem? Sounds like a Muppets opening. Ad hominem. I love the Muppets. The Muppets is great. I do think it's nice that you can mod Library of Ruina without needing to worry about your copy being taken away. Because, like, actually trying to make fun modded content at Limbus Company gets you struck. I think it would be funny when, eventually, when I feel done with Limbus fully, just to stream Leave. Just get myself banned from Limbus Company. That would be a fun way to go out. Okay. Do you have a reason for not using target or mass attacks? Feels cheaty to me. I understand it's not cheaty, but it feels cheaty to me, which is the reason why I don't. Wait, no, I switched the wrong one. I should have switched to blunting. Okay, well, I just hope this works, I suppose. Minor fumble, that. Limbus was made to be for funding? Yeah, it was. That was its intention. Okay, I'm not dead somehow. You can keep reselecting to get targeting, right? Yeah. I don't know, don't question my logic. I didn't think through it very hard. Oh, we're just dead here. Yeah, okay. Whoops. I'm like 1 mil from there. They made stupid amounts of money. They don't need funding anymore. When the eyeball's meant to die by now, I accidentally switched to guarding rather than blunt. That was my mistake, though. So, hold on 1 minute, chat. I think I may be running out of time. Whoops. It's actually hard to get your account struck since it's an entirely separate server. I was more meaning if I was to stream it on YouTube, it probably wouldn't go very well. I mean, it may do. I don't know. I'm sure there would be a market for people wanting to see what it's like, and it's like... Yeah, I'm sure there would be a market for it, but still. Is this the only problem stage in the realization? Yes, I believe so. They were against expanding their team, yeah, because KGH is allergic to it for some reason. I don't know. He's allergic to hiring more staff and making things quicker. You're the leader? Oh, wow. I find it... honestly, it's amazing the number of people that are just in chat who are, like, leads of things. Like, that's mental. Well, welcome to the chat. Yeah. Wasn't expecting to see you here. He doesn't trust middle managers enough. That makes sense, yeah. People I pay to do my jobs might not know how to do their jobs. Brilliant play, KGH. Middle, oh god. You said a brain rat phrase there. Ruina wants to be able to know all of his stuff personally. Yes, but like that's a... He's a... Like he... Okay. I need to explain my personal... my personal philosophy on jobs. I feel like it's important for somebody to be able to enjoy what they do for work, but I feel like they have a duty to do as well with their work as they can. That's my personal belief of jobs, especially if a job has treated you well. I have a belief that my videos, I wouldn't want to use like AI slop for them because in my mind I have a duty to make the videos as good as I possibly can. Because that's, I mean, people watch for that. That's like... So, my belief of KGH is Project Moon has done him really well. Like, he's rich off of it. They really don't... If they could just stop now and they'd have enough money. My belief is he has a duty, in some regards, at least, to try and improve the quality as much as possible and try and make sure all the silly errors that have been happening don't. That's my personal philosophy on it. I believe liking your job is a good thing, and I'm not saying that people shouldn't like their job, but I'm saying there is still a duty you have to do your job as well as possible. If you don't like your job and do it really well, you're Yan. Yeah, true. Like, if you're in retail or something and they're paying you minimum wage, and you've not really had much duty put on you, yeah, slack off. I don't care. It's retail. Like, if they want to pay, if they want to pay you more, then they can get better results. But if you're head of a multi-millionaire company, and you've got several hundreds of thousands, perhaps even into the millions of people relying on you, you kind of have a duty to do your job better. Gonna have a ridiculous crunch. Yeah. Which is funny considering the amount of time they have to do things. And, like, you know what would actually solve having to do a bunch of crunch? Hiring more people. It's funny how that works out, to be honest. If you hire more people, you don't have to, like, cram things into a little amount of time as much. It's actually insane the amount of stuff that he just doesn't do, that he really should be doing. Okay. I'm sure KGH runs the Project Moon Twitter account. That wouldn't surprise me. That really wouldn't surprise me. Okay, we switched to... No, we switched to blunting Do we switch to blunting here? No, we don't want to switch to blunting here. No, we do. We switch to blunting here. Yeah. Blunting stance. Because then we go Night in the Back Streets on you. And then I can't really do that on you, but I will do a Ferris Overcharge on you. Ferris Guard, not Ferris Overcharge. What am I even talking about anymore? That's not this game. I don't even know what that is. Stagger there. I just realized this doesn't work then because they're not going to die. Which means that when I unstagger, they're not going to be dead, which means it doesn't actually work, which means we're about to die horribly. Because we can't win that clash. Yeah, it's... And I understand some people, like... There's a lot of people who go, oh, you know, you gotta cut him some slack. He's doing everything himself. Yeah, that's a him issue. He is doing everything himself. Like, the team is very small. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. That's an issue. That's a problem. And it's a problem he's explicitly said he's not going to resolve. So if you want to use the excuse, oh, they're a very small team. Let me just bring up, hold on. How much did Limbus Company make 2024? It's not public, of course. I think there are rankings. Oh no, there are rankings and stuff. They're a small team, by the way. Hire more. Hire more people. Points the gun in his foot and pulls the trigger and then asks you for sympathy. Yeah, no, it makes no sense. Like... yeah, you want to go around saying, oh, we're a small team, therefore we can't... No. No. You can hire more people. The problems aren't unsolvable. The problems are very solvable. The solution is hire more people. You have enough money, hire more people. It's that simple. I'm not a marketing genius, but even I can see having a PR department is very good. Is labor high cost in Korea? God no. God no. It's actually, they're quite well known for being a really good employer because they pay their staff stupidly high and they still have more to spare. Because they have like 20 people. Hold on, let me, I do believe, Project Moon staff now. So I saw an image a while ago. They have, approximately 45. According to one of his the streams, apparently he has around 45. He has around 45 people working on games and 7 people working in Ham Ham Pang Pang, which means that Project Moon as a company total has 52 people working for it. So yeah, the issue's about not having enough people working. It's simple. Hire more people. It really is that simple. Also, this is a really bad run. I'm gonna have to reset that. They actually operate... Yeah, Ham Ham Pang Pang is owned by them. Yeah.
Honey.
He's just thinking you can handle managing more people. But, like, can you not just hire an assistant manager? Yeah, there are people... I understand not feeling like you're adequate to do something, but... Shock horror. There are people that have trained to do that. There are people whose job it is to do that for you. This is a possible realization, Solo. Don't worry about asking, feeling dumb for asking it. It is possible, Solo. It's just hellish. It is just hellish to do. But it is possible. Which is why we're doing it without maximum. We won't have PowerPoint slides if there are more employees, though. True, actually. That is true. I have nearly run out of time, though. I will give this attempt a go, and then I'll have to go, I reckon. Because, frankly, this attempt isn't going to succeed. But, you know. Just being realistic about it, it's not going to work. Yeah, no, we lost the counter there. Wants to keep a clubhouse feel of company, which you respect, but it does bring some problems? Yeah, it does. What if it does succeed, though? Well, I'll have to cancel my plans very quickly. Go to 4-1 in Plants vs Zombies. Meanwhile, you didn't even get past phase 1. That feels like that feels a little bit disingenuous to me, considering what we're up against here. I understand your joke. No, I need to specify that before people think I'm being aggressive. PM needs more green markers. That's where all the budget's going. To the green markers. The Green Marker Fund. The KGH Green Marker Fund. How else would he stream without them? I hate... Okay, well, that's that. Oh, I can't come to Dad's funeral to beat being a realization. Anyway, yeah, we'll streaming tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Join the Discord. But yeah, bye-bye.